Hi, welcome back to the hot seat. Victor, kindly introduce yourself.
Thanks. My name is Victor Maina. I am a trainee lawyer at ALN Kenya, part of the dispute resolution team. I am also a huge enthusiast of international law, international economic law, and international and domestic taxation.
So, Victor, how have the geopolitical risks shifted investor focus recently?
The most notable geopolitical risk at the moment, in my view, would be the switching or the changing of priorities. In the case of the US, for instance, we see a lax approach towards ESG investment and doubling down on non-renewable energy sources. On the other hand, we have Europe doubling down on ESG efforts. So the issue that arises in that instance is that there's a variance in global ESG regulation. Typically, we know investors prefer markets or uh, sectors which proffer to them consistent regulatory practices as well as predictable regulatory space. So in this case, since we have investors seeing that there's a fluctuation in regulation, they become wary or they become wary of investing in such a sector.
And to wrap it up, how are African markets adapting to attract global capital amid these dynamics?
Yeah, so as we've just seen, there is a rising fluctuation in the global ESG regulatory space, especially between the two leading superpowers insofar as ESG is concerned. What African states are doing, which is commendable in my view, is insulating themselves from such regulation and adopting a unified market where regulations in one state are the same and identical to regulations in another. And this is through the enactment of the African Continental Free Trade Area, which contains an investment protocol, which itself contains far reaching ESG requirements for all investors as well as for states themselves.